help if I put the microphone in. I had it in my pocket the whole time. Now there's sound. Now I know there's sound. I can tell. Oh, goodness gracious. Got it now. Yes, finally. So how are you? You all doing well? It's Thursday morning. Spring rain. Yeah, it's just the way it is. It comes and it goes during the day, and it's not going to ruin your day. It could rain. It might. So far, it hasn't rained at all, and it's been this cloudy since I've been up at around 7. So it hasn't rained. But as the afternoon progresses, the chances are so much better around 2, 3 o'clock. Been raining here. Where's here? Nathan, where is here? It's been raining here for 4 days. Tell me where here is. Haven't heard from you in a while. Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis. There's a whole bunch of songs on Memphis. How you doing in Memphis? You all right? Everything cool? Good. I hope so. The um the traffic is pretty thick. I changed some settings in here, and I may drive around a little while. We'll see what happens. You were supposed to. Yeah, I forgot about a week ago. Nate, it's been crazy here. It's been crazy here. I've been. I'm doing a lot of different things not related to YouTube. Um, I got other burners, other irons in the fire right now. So I'm focusing on that right at the moment. And I still juggle the YouTube as well. But I've got um, there's some offers on the table, and I'm considering them and I'm negotiating. So we'll see what happens. Not that it concerns anything you guys do or watch. It's other stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Where's the turnaround thing in here? I don't. Everything is a little different on my screen. No, I don't want a picture. If I wanted a picture, I would say I want a picture. Uh, I don't want that. That's weird. That's really weird. I'm just doing stuff here. Sorry. I'm just messing around with the phone real quick. I want to get everything. Oh, they even have a mute microphone on here. Save highlight. I don't know. Highlight. No, we don't want that. Anyway, there's all sorts of cool things on here I never found before. Look at that. Look at that. I could change all of this stuff. Look at that. I didn't know all this was in here. Oh, that's cool. That's psychedelic. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's about as annoying as it could be, right? That's pretty annoying. I love black and white. I really do love black and white. They got some cool stuff. And then you go back to normal. But it's got a whole bunch of cool things. Oh, look at that. That's cool. That's negative, or it says haunting. Is that haunting to you? That's silver, sepia, document, whatever that means. 8 millimeter, way back when. Glamour. Hi, how are you? Didn't make me look any better. Go back to normal. Oh, goodness gracious. The big concern is gas. Yeah, there is gas. There's 2 stations I went into that didn't have high test. Um, but across the street was pretty good. Across the BP across the street and the Shell, they both have high test and mid grade. Now, how long that's going to be, I do not know. That I'm not sure of, because remember I talked to the person inside BP yesterday, and they only got 1,000 gallons. So that I'm sure that didn't last long, but they have it today. So somewhere along the line, they obviously got gas. Now I don't. It's one of those things. It is supply and demand. So if you're coming up, you come across a station, get the gas. It's dropped a little bit. BP is 288.9 right now. Oh, that's what your stupid card. I'm sorry. It's 295. So it's dropped 4 cents. 295.9. Dropped 4 cents. It's like the game they play here. You know, it's the silly game. About to head tomorrow from Spring Rain. How are you, Spring Rain? I'm about to head tomorrow from Love. Thank you. We appreciate that. Filters. Yeah, they got all these filters on here. See, I don't mess with that stuff normally. Coming from Indiana next Thursday. This is Joseph Rush. How's the gas? The gas, it's come and go, Rush. It's a couple stations will have no gas, and then you go down the street, somebody's got gas, or usually, like the BP was completely out of gas the day before yesterday, and then got regular, and now today they've got all the above. From what I can see, there's no signs because I drove through. I always look for the signs and stop trying to take a picture for you guys, but they all have stuff here now, and but in an hour everything can change. But there is gas. Okay, you can check it out. There is gas, and you can always find. There's enough gas stations around here where you can most likely find your gas. What I was trying to find is, it's annoying. What, me? I'm annoying? Good morning, Vinny. How are you? And Spring Rain. Joseph, I want to know. Spring Rain, it's hard to get gas down. Really? David Taylor, hello. Good morning, David Taylor. Kimberly Poss, how are you? How's the gas there? There is gas at the moment. I went to the 2 marathon stations, the one all the way at the very end of Pigeon Forge. They had gas, and they had all 3 grades. Then I went up to the other marathon, which is kind of almost halfway in Pigeon Forge. A couple of tanks had only regular, but the rest of them had mid and high test. So there's obviously, people are getting rationed out. That's the only thing I could surmise from this thing. Our gas stations are getting only so much fuel of everything, and it's catch if catch can. You get it if you can get it. I need to get some high test in this car because I've been, unfortunately, with the rationing, I've been putting regular in, and this car does not like regular. Mid-grade, it'll do. It'll be okay. Once in a while, it'll stutter. But if I can get high test, I'd be so much happier. So much happier. We have no gas issues in Memphis. No, I wouldn't think a big city like you guys would have that problem. $2.59. I wish. It's amazing. Just, what, 5 months ago, it was, how much was it? $1.89. And you get that bozo in, and now you're paying almost most places $3 a gallon. Yeah, you get what you get. About $2.99 here in Michigan. That's about the normal Spring Rain right here. About $2.99 seems to be the norm. Once in a while they have the wars. I'll get just a little under $3 and I'll get you in. Because they don't make their money on gas. They get their money on your sodas, candies, and things like that. Amber Martin, how are you? Be in town Saturday. Have a good time. Enjoy yourselves while you're here. See what you can see. The weather is supposed to get a little bit better for the weekend. So that's good news for you. Now, today we have a chance of rain. Tomorrow we have a chance of rain. But from what I can tell, Saturday and Sunday look a lot better. And that's good. But just do your plan. Plan. Go ahead. Have fun. We were in Gatlinburg yesterday, if you saw the new video that Marie and I put up. And for most of the time we were there, it was just cloudy. It didn't rain. But as we were leaving, which was around 4-ish, we were just getting into the car, and all of a sudden it got real dark, and it came down. And I turned around and I said, Marie, look at that. All these people were on the chairlift, and they were getting drenched. I don't mean a drizzle rain. I mean a downpour rain. I felt so bad for them because they'd gone the whole day without getting wet. But the other side of that coin is it was really humid and hot yesterday. So I bet while they were on that chair, they may complain a little bit, but I bet it felt really good when that rain got on you and you cooled down, because it was hot. Humidity was unbelievable. As soon as I got out of the car, I go, this is going to be a short walk. And we went up to local burro, and we had a wonderful meal. If you get a chance, check out the video. It's up now. It's the featured video. And we had a really good meal, excellent meal. And good food, great service, and the price was fair. It wasn't great, it was fair. It was no more expensive than some places, a little less expensive than some of the places in Gatlinburg. But overall, excellent experience, and the food was really good, and more than you should have. And that's why we only finished the nachos. The nacho was a platter like that. It was a pizza dish, stained, one of those aluminum things. That was a single serving nachos. They had a double serving if you want to pay the extra money. I figured, it'd come out a little thing with nachos. I go, my goodness, look at the size. Bigger than the steering wheel. Easily bigger than a steering wheel. And piled high. And we both finished that, and then we were kind of full because I didn't finish my taco salad and she didn't finish her shrimp taco salad. And so she's got food for tonight, and I'm not even hungry. I love those nachos. And I was so stuffed I shouldn't have eaten that many. And I was hungry that I shouldn't have eaten that many because my stomach was so bloated all night long. Ooh, it was so bloated. Sherry, hello, Jeff. I was just watching your other video. Thank you. Hopefully you like the new one that Miss Marie and I just did. No one else ever did this, but I went to where the kitchen was because I like to see what's going on in the kitchen because I've worked in those. So I hope you enjoy those kitchen videos of the local burro. I hope you enjoyed that because you get to see them cooking everything. You get to see everything that's going on, and that's kind of cool because you can really see how fast the kitchen crew works, and it is intense, as you know. I'm going to close this window. Nothing more annoying. There, it's closed. There. Nothing more annoying than a motorcycle that doesn't have mufflers. Still don't understand why you got to do that. Why brum brum? I don't understand the brum brum. When I had my bikes and my Moto Guzzi, I had a quiet muffler. I made sure that my motorcycle was quiet. Still a little bit of pollen in the air. Still a little bit of pollen. But I wasn't out to impress anybody. I don't need a loud motorcycle. It's like having a car without a muffler. Same principle, right? If you take the muffler off your car, you're making a lot of noise. People hear you coming from 100 miles away. Why does the bike have to be loud? Doesn't make any sense. Keep it quiet. Get in, get out. Stealthily. I've noticed something. I don't know if you've come to this. And I'm not making fun and I'm not belittling anybody, but the guys that drive or gals that drive Harleys, always loud, annoying to me. Maybe it's because I'm getting old, but the guys or gals that drive BMWs, quiet. I'm talking the bikes. BMWs, quiet. And they get in and they're just as powerful as the Harleys. A little more reliable, but they're quiet. What's the difference? You ever think of that? Always, and you never see a BMW bike with a loud muffler. Never. It just doesn't happen. Doesn't. Harley. And they detune them. Why do you detune them? The whole idea is to tune it up to make it run better, right? But you detune it just a little so it goes. Hello? What's that all about? Never could understand it. Just my weird way of thinking. Joseph Rush, thank you. You're welcome. Spring rain. It's better outside at Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, or is it the southern issue right now? It's warm and hot and humid, and this is the season. A little more humid than last year. I'll tell you, yeah, definitely a little more humid, but that's okay. I look at it as if it rains. I try to look at the sunny side, even when it rains, is that the rivers are going to be higher, and I can go tubing. Because right now the rivers are low, and they're a little too low for me to go tubing because your butt's going to drag. Amber Moody, how are you? We will be there that way in 16 days. Can't wait. My happy place. Thanks for sharing. Yes, no problem. I'm glad that we're your happy place. Annette from Wisconsin. Hello, dear. How are you? Good to see you. Wanda Williams, good to see you too. I haven't seen you in a little while. What's the deal? Ask me. What's the deal on anything? I'll give you my slant on it, okay? Not always what you want to hear, but it's the way I feel. Kathy McAllister. Hi, Jeff and everyone. Hello, Kathy. Hopefully you're doing well, okay? Hopefully you're doing well. DJI, raining here. Yeah, it's sorry getting, but rain is good. Don't look at it as it destroys your plants. Things you got to get watered. Everything's got to get watered. It's just the way it is. In springtime, April showers, even though it's June, bring May flowers, even though it's June. So it just kind of moved a little bit to the June month. It's going to rain. It's probably going to be a wet summer. I'm pretty sure going to be a wet summer, which usually it's going to be a snowy winter. Remember that. Beautiful video then. I got my coffee. Mandy Smith, we're coming to Pigeon Forge at the end of the month. Y'all are having a hard time getting. Yeah, it's more of an inconvenience. Oh, there go the rice burner. There, I'm having an issue here of turning this around, and I never had this issue before. I really want you to see that, and I don't understand why it's not allowing me to flip the camera. It never had this issue before. Never. And I don't understand that. It's probably because I'm over. I don't know. Never mind. Harvey 5. We're just watching the local burro. I hope you enjoy it. We had a good time. Miss Marie and I she was surprised because I hadn't told her where we were going. I just said, "Come on, let's go. Let's jump in the car, get out of the house for a little while." And I wanted to check out, see what was going on traffic-wise. And it was packed, and it's packed here now. It is packed here in Pigeon Forge, and going up to Gatlinburg was also packed. So I'm assuming it's jammed like it always is jammed. Oh, here's some more good news. Did you see? Wait, I'll get to the good news. It'll be part of this statement here. In the beginning of the video, where Miss Marie and I are going down to the ground level of Gatlinburg, you saw that I pointed out that sign, okay? Oh, finger's moving. You saw that I pointed out that parking sign that says full. Still don't understand the reasoning why that guy has the sign on the property of the city garage. Something went on. Somebody got paid off, or somebody didn't pay the bill and he grabbed the sign. That sign is not for the city garage. That's for a private parking place out in the parking lot, not covered up, right next door to it. And it has a very limited amount of cars. How many cars, I don't know, but very limited amount. The parking garage has nothing to do with that red sign. Nothing to do with it. And as you saw in the video, those two people, Mike and what was her name? Oh, goodness. She had a nice name. And I did the video. What the heck's the matter with me? Damn. I'm sorry. But anyway, they are subscribers to us. And probably not anymore. Since I forgot her name. I'm so sorry. It's right there. It is right there. But they were saying they wanted to park and they wanted to go to Hillbilly Golf, but there was no parking. I go, there's parking right there. And he looked and he pointed at the sign. It was so apropos. The timing was absolutely perfect for them to come along at the exact time that I just mentioned that sign is deceptive, because it is deceptive. And he had realized, just like everyone else, they made a mistake. Not that they did anything wrong. The deception was wrong. The deception made them believe that parking garage was full, and it's not. And the second part two, is that the parking garage, and I checked it, is still $8 for the whole day. Across the street at Mr. Deception there, Deception Parking, is $15. 5, 10, 15. So where would you rather go? Spend $8 or $15? And if you have a handicap sticker in the city parking, it's absolutely free if you happen to have one. So I don't like deception, and that's clearly what is going on up there. And maybe the city council can do something about that, because one, they're losing money, because when they see that full sign, people are going elsewhere. They're going to another place to spend their money instead of actually going into the city garage and spending the $8 and parking. There was plenty of parking when Marie and I went up there, the whole top floor was basically empty. There were a couple of cars, and going up, there were plenty of spots. I mean, I saw plenty of spots, but the sign said full. So people blow right on by it, and they go to the Mr. Pay Deception until he filled up. And I got a problem with that. I really do have a problem with that. Let me get back to your comments. The compensating. Yeah, I'm a little behind. I know that. I understand that. It's funny how we all think alike, right, Vinny? Make them noisy. I don't want to get shot, because some of these guys are pretty angry, nasty guys, and some of them are just accountants and dweeb lawyers and stuff, trying to be brum brum. Never ever had a noisy bike. Never wanted one. Never wanted a noisy car either. I got nothing to prove. Nothing to prove. Spring rain. Wayne McCluskey. Hi, Jeff. Staying in Seville when we visit in 2 weeks. That's very nice. Was the likelihood see bears? You'll see bears. You see bears everywhere. Bear everywhere. You just have to go. They don't hang around the city. Now in Gatlinburg, a whole other story altogether. In Gatlinburg, they roam the streets. They go, yo, where you going? You got any loose change? Yo. Bears looking for loose change. Yo. In Gatlinburg, they're everywhere because people feed them. The dodos feed them. Unbelievable. But Sevierville, you got to go up some of the back streets. Absolutely. Go to some of the parks. You'll see them all the time. Just try, because you're right, not very far in Sevierville to the National Forest. You'll be able to see plenty of bear. Let me go there. I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that to them. Paul, how are you? The reason is they want to be heard, especially when you're someone's blind spot. I'm not going with that one, Paul. Not going with that one. That's why they got lights. That's why you keep the headlight on. In fact, they have those newer lights, which they've been out for a little while, that the headlight, it just keeps pulsing. They can see that. They can see that. The noise, no, I'm not buying that. Not when 15 of them have no mufflers. It sounds like a Messerschmitt coming down the road. Yeah, no. Maybe, I understand your reasoning. I do, but no. Ask them that. Is that so the tourists don't hit you? No, it's not that at all. It's like that where James Dean coming down the road. And why is it I always hear? I'm not making friends in the biking community, but I'm not trying to really hurt anybody's feeling. Why is it whenever there's a bunch of bikers that come through and they got the big stereos in there, they're always playing Born to Run. Baby, we were born to run. It's like, geez, come out of the 60s. Put the joint down. Get back to the world. Harvey 5. How are you guys? Totally agree. I don't need to hear them driving from miles away. It's noise pollution. Yeah, it is. And it can be a little nerve rattling sometimes, especially, and it even always bothered me. That was really bad. It even bothered me when I was much younger. It has nothing to do with age and turn that down, sonny. It has nothing to do with that. It's a noise. Noise is noise. You don't need to be noisy to have a good time. Noisy, don't understand it. Donnie Herring, hello. Patricia Bailey. My veggie garden loves her. I bet it does. I wish I had a garden. Patricia, I miss doing my garden. And in Florida, everything grows. You throw rocks on the ground and they grow. I had a nice garden and I enjoyed tending to it. But up here, I can't. I couldn't even put real plants out on the deck. The raccoons ate them all. I hung all these beautiful. I went to, what was that, Lowe's? Lowe's or Home Depot, one of them. And I bought a bunch, 15 or 20 easily, and hung them up, put the hangers up. Oh, so proud, so happy. Within a week, they were all gone. Raccoons climbed up, and pulled out all the plants. I go, what the heck? And I didn't get the cheapy plants. I got some really nice plants. They looked so pretty, and they were dead. So I put plastic ones in. And they still bothered them for a while until I detoured them. I detoured them and deterred at the same time. The two D's, deterred and detour. Oh, goodness. They were funny. The Maters. Oh, I bet they are looking good. Larry Harvey, really enjoyed your tubing video. Miss Marie was so scared. Yes, she really was. Looked like it was a good time, and you should take the family out there. Right now, I would have to drive by the rivers, but yesterday they were a little on the low side. But I think if we get a little bit more rain, they'll perk up just a little bit. But you could still have fun on the rivers. I don't want to drag my butt. Kimberly says, everyone, the tubing video reminded me, my son and me were husband of tubing. I'm with Marie, not for me. Yeah, she's just scared, she's just scared. She's not adventurous. And I try to break her out of that little security thing that she does sometimes. Live life. Live life. Ningles World, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. I have a question about your Facebook page. Is it okay to share a link on my? Sure, just start it. I don't. Sure, I got no problem with that. I never until I started doing this, the YouTubey thing. I never really paid attention to my Facebook page, and when I went back to it, it blew my mind. My head exploded. I'm having a real hard time negotiating that. It's really in depth now. You remember how simple it used to be? That's all I remember was that really simple page. So it's like, look, I'm looking at it. I go, my goodness, this is really in depth. So last night I was working on it, and I'm discovering new stuff because it's not like what I used to remember. So I'm still working on it. Sherry, how are you? Sherry Ballington. Amber Martin, would love to meet you and we'll email you. Sure, I meet people all the time. Amber Martin is the best email about information. Yeah, go to my one email, jeffreycharles55@yahoo.com. Hello, David Fontaine. How are you, my friend? Did you see that All About the Smokies did a video very much like the room you were in? Very much, pretty much the same thing. It was in the same area. Very nice. Nicely done. Check it out. Harvey Fire. And Danielle, thank you. Thank you. I have to ask the viewers who it was. Danielle, forgive me. How could I not remember that? Danielle and Mike from Indiana. Forgive me for forgetting your wife's name. I'm very sorry. Charlie Beauvert. Got our hotel. It's Charlie Pigeon River Inn. I'm doing fine, my friend. Doing fine. Can't wait for you guys to get up here. Steve, how are you? How the heck is everybody? We're doing good, Steve. Doing very, very fine. Charlie, for September car show. Yes, I know. I can't wait either. It's really closer than I thought. We're already in June. I mean, the summer is going right by. It's amazing how quick it is going by. And I'd like to get more stuff done, but I've got quite a few irons in the fire right now. And I don't want to spread myself too thin. Yeah, I'm retired. I don't want to work. I don't want to do a 14-hour day anymore. I want to enjoy my life with Marie and just have fun. And I've worked hard for it, so I'm okay with that. It's not like I'm not scooting off from a job or something like that. Who did I talk to? Remain nameless, but I talked to somebody, a business owner, and a real hard time getting people to work. He can't find workers. He was saying his morning shift is okay, but nobody wants to work at night. Nobody wants to do anything. Everybody wants mega money, and they don't want to come in. They don't want to work. And I just don't understand where you're coming from, the people that don't want to work. I mean, I look at it like this, and I have a different set of ethics, but you made an agreement with an employer who you went in probably begging for a job or probably hoping you got the job, and you made an agreement that you would work for that person for X amount of dollars, and your job was to do this job, be in here at a certain time, and do it accordingly, work together. That's an agreement. That's a gentleman's agreement, a handshake. It's agreement. It's a loyalty that you went in for a job, they offered the job to you for that much money. You show up at a certain time, and this is what happens. You work, you get paid. Then all on somebody comes along, waves a carrot in front of your mouth for a few more bucks. If you stay home, we'll give you a little bit more money. In the interim, you abandon the person who gave you a long-term opportunity to work, be an effective person in society, be a person who contributes to society, and you abandoned that person that gave you that opportunity. And I find that absolutely disgusting. I can think of a lot of adjectives, but that's just disgusting. Because from what I've got recently in some of my comments and emails, and one particular, and I'm not going to mention the business, said that at first they thought it was going to be bad because people just skedaddled. People skedaddle as soon as they heard unemployment, sit on your ass, eat Twinkies, get as fat as a house, and then they're going to come back. Well, what happened was, talk about a 180. That person's doing 30% better than last year with 1/3 of the employees. 1/3. So 2/3 of them skedaddled and are home smoking dope, drinking beer. Hey man, this is really great. Look how fat I'm getting eating these ding dongs. Yeah, I got another couple more weeks of this Happy Joe stuff. And when you go back, the job's not there because the guy said he's not hiring any more people. So you screwed you guys. You know what I'm talking about. Not you guys, but you know who I'm talking about. You screwed yourself because what's going to happen is when this train comes into the station and all of a sudden there's no more free money, you're not going to find any jobs, or they're not going to offer you the money you think that you're going to get. Just a little food for fodder to think about. Did you do the right thing ethically? Or did you abandon the people that believed in you and you maybe believed in them, but you were hornswoggled into taking the easy way out? That's not good. If you've got kids, it's not good. You're showing your kids if they can get away with something, get away with it. If you can get that free money, take the money and run. Well, there's a price to pay for taking the money and run. And you're going to see that in next year's taxes. You're going to see, well, you already see it now in gasoline when you go to the store, right? Everything is outrageously high. Go to the store. Miss Marie was saying we went shopping the other day and we didn't get but two plastic bags full of stuff. And I don't mean high-end stuff, just normal stuff. $50 for basic food, right? You got your Nikes. You got your big screen TV. You got your hair did. You got your toes did. Now you're broke because there's no more free checks. You got all that, and that's shallow. That's very shallow to think that way. Not to think about, gee, I'm not paying taxes. I'm getting away with this. No, you're screwing the rest of the people because you're not paying taxes. The infrastructure can't function. And what happens is things don't get done. So roads get bumpy, places close down. Think of these people you abandoned, the workers you abandoned. Many of them had to close down because they can't find workers. Remember, we went to the Trout House, Miss Marie and I, and they have to close a couple of days out of the week because their staff hightailed it home, ding-dongs, Twinkies, and smoking dope, right? And I've heard all the excuses, all right? People come up to me all the time and go, how come you always knock us? Because you're unemployed. You had a job. You decided, you took you weighed it out and you go, money, sit home, get high, go to work, right? No, it doesn't sit with me. And I know it doesn't sit with a lot of you people, a lot of my friends out there. I know it doesn't. Mike and Dan, yeah, thank you. Everybody remembered but me. I didn't know handicap parking is free. That's right. They don't advertise. They don't advertise it. I always got my sticker. There's my sticker. Because I am handicapped. Remember, I have progressive MS and I've had 5 heart attacks. and I got a busted vertebra in my neck. That's why sometimes if you see me leaning, it's because my neck hurts. That's from the car accident. They never could correct that. Never could correct it. That's why I pretty much I have a headache most of the day. I just deal with it. I don't. Sometimes I'm ornery, but I don't mean to be. Elvis in the house. Got your host up your hotel for September. Can't wait, Charlie. Paul. I know it's true. I speak it the way I see it. All right. I put my little spin on it, but what it's just common sense. I'm not speaking anything I'm not reading from the book of threats. I'm not dipping into some ancient well of wisdom and pulling out these little pearls of wisdom. It's just common sense. And I was raised, you work. You want money, you work. You get off your ass, you work. You want something, work. My father would always tell me, he worked very hard. He worked 2 jobs. My father worked very, very hard. And you want something, you go get a job. I got a job. There's no free. Yet in the rich neighborhood, it's like Muffy and Buffy and Winston and all those guys. Oh, I got a new Corvette, but it's got dust on it. I need another one. What do you think, Muffy? Let's have some Starbucks. Yes. Shallow people. They're going to bury them only 3 feet in the ground because they're too shallow to be buried 6 feet in the ground. I'm not making friends, am I? You know what? I don't really care. I'm doing this for fun. Vinny, it's funny how New Jersey wanted to make Born to Run. Oh, please. No, don't do that. You know, Springsteen had his day. He's 90 years old. He's in the old age home right now, eating oatmeal and grilled cheese sandwiches. Baby, I was born to crawl. Like the Rolling Stones, right? Remember Start Me Up? Start Me Up. Now it's Prop Me Up. Prop Me Up. Come on, these guys are all done. They're done. Come on. Get out of the 60s. Let's go. Put the joint down. Let's go. NDT. Hello, Vacation Station only. Hello, NDT. Love you. The rabbits ate all my cabbage buds. Yeah, they'll do. And I got big rabbits too at the house. They're good sized rabbits. They're really sweet though, but they're hungry. They eat everything. And I've got too much cliff. It's all rocks and cliff. So I would literally have to dynamite. I'm sure the neighbors would love to hear dynamite going on to level some of the mountain up there. And I don't think that would go over real well. What are you doing on here, Better Than Bad? Get back to work. Patricia Bailey, where are you from? Obviously not from this planet, as some people say. Originally born and raised in New York, and then moved all over the place. T&B TV. Hey, big bro, watching while doing Opry music homework. Tommy, you're a pisser. Too much. It used to be T&Me Adventures, but now it's called the all new T&Me TV. Doesn't that rhyme? Tommy, doesn't that rhyme real good? T&Me TV. I was watching you guys. Well, we were on the live show the other day, and you were thinking about getting T-shirts and all that stuff. Back off on the T-shirts for a while. Get your business cards. Hand them out. I've already gone through 1,000. I've got my second 1,000 I'm going through now. Hand them out. Many people can have quickly, instantly. And then you could have, see, I always keep them here. I always keep them in the car. Always. There. Vacation Station TV. And then I got the magnets. There's the refrigerator magnet. Simple. Very simple. And that's what simple is powerful. When you got, if you put your fat face on it, this type of stuff. People don't want to see your fat face. They want to see the information so they can get a hold of you. That's what a business card is about. Hence the name, secret business. Business. That's what it's about. You have a business here. If you're doing YouTube, it's a business. Treat it like a business, not like it's your backyard. Holy mackerel. David, Chenault, right? Pronounced with an SH? Chenault? I don't think it would be Chenault, but Chenault. How are you? Watched a few of your videos before we visited Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg. Very insightful, and it helped. I keep getting that. Plan our trip. I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you. That was my motive, is that I want you to come here. I want you to enjoy this place, but I want you to do it without getting freaked out all the time, because that's what I see people doing when they're in their car. They're freaking out, and I love watching people, and they're like, oh, they're really stressed. You got the husband, the wife, and the kids are smacking each other in the back, and the wife is going, I told you not to turn there. I told you. And he's going, shut up, shut up. I hear it all the time. It's like a comedy going up and down Pigeon Forge, the parkway. It's really like a comedy. Oh, God. Annette from Wisconsin. Got to go and get ready for a funeral. Oh, sure. Be a buzzkill. Have a great day. You too. You're on the road again? No, not really. I'm right in town. I'm right in town. Yeah, I'm going home in a minute. Stop. What are you, my mother? Oh, goodness gracious. Traffic is thick, NDT. Thick, and getting thicker since I've been sitting here. I can't move because the signal here, the Wi-Fi just sucks. It really does. But at least I got you guys now. But it's really thick going both ways. Really thick. And it's only Thursday. Patricia, my husband's family is from North Carolina. Beautiful state. It's where Charlie just moved to. Wife and I from Brooklyn, but live now in North Carolina. Brooklyn. Ningel's World. Manufacturing that worked for 12 hours. Wow. We can't find people to work because they can't work nights, weekends. I know it so well. I can't work nights. I can't work weekends. Oh my goodness. I can't work holidays. Well, how about you're not going to work at all? You'll have all your holidays off. You'll have all your weekends off. And you can stay home with the kids and put a sign out. We'll work for anything I can get, right? It's like America's circling the drain. There's no more ethics in work. There's no more ethics with people. It's a me, and only me kind of mentality. And that's really scary because there's a lot of us out there that don't think like that, but we're always up against them because they want it my way. When I go into the store and I hear how people act, it's like I really want to grab them by the nape of the neck and go, who do you think you're talking to? That poor person's working and you're not. They're behind the counter working and you're too busy shuffling around with your checks and stuff. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Ninglesworth offering, listen to this. Listen to this. Now, it's not me just running my mouth. Ninglesworth says we're offering $20 to start. Holy mackerel. Full benefits with a 401k after 90 days, giving 2 weeks vacation. And they still don't come to work because, Ningles, they don't want to work. They love the idea of a socialist society. They love the idea of communism because they don't realize socialism is communism light. It's one step away. Once you go to the socialism, you're one step away from communism. And once, see, the wacko left are dangling these checks in front of your eyes, and the stupid people are falling for it because they go, look at this, man. I could stay home, get high all day, and get a paycheck, man. I can get a paycheck. What are you going to do when the paycheck stops and there are no jobs? Are you going to take up cat burglary, carjacking? What are you going to sell dope all the time? What are you going to do? You know what you're going to do. A lot of you are going to turn to a life of crime, and you're going to get, guess what? You're going to get a lot of time off in prison. You're going to have, 3 meals on a cot. That's what you're going to have. You're going to have your weekends off all the time. You're going to have all the holidays off, but you're going to wear orange, and orange isn't my color. Maybe it's your color, but it's not my color. But that's where we're heading, if you see that. And that's why this generation is, not all of them, I'm painting with a broad brush, but they're so stupid They're so ignorant of the real world that they're not going to notice it until it comes up and bites them in the ass. That's when they're going to go, "What did we do, man? I better put this joint out now, man," because you're stupid and you're not paying attention to what's going on around you. You don't see the craziness going on around you, and you're part of it. You need to wake up, clear your eyes, clear your head, and get back to work. Mary Max, how are you? I don't understand how people don't understand that they're. Oh, wait a minute, wait, I lost you. If their pay goes up, so do the prices. That's exactly right. They don't think of that, Mary Max. They assume this is stupid thinking. They figure, oh man, I was making $10 an hour. Now I'm going to make 15. I got 5 more bucks to spend. No, you don't. Gas just went up. Gas, that $5 you were making is in your tank now. Oh, that extra $5 is for the milk you bought, because milk isn't $2 a gallon, it's $4 a gallon. You understand? The the businesses have to charge more. If they're paying you more, they have to charge more, which means you're getting charged too, because you're going in the store down the street, or you may even shop in that same store. You're going to pay more. So it's all a wash. This whole stupid thing is a wash. They lead you to believe, because that's what the wacko left does. They lead you to believe that you're going to get something for nothing. My friends, I've been on this planet 67 years. There is nothing for nothing. Okay? You don't get anything for nothing. There is a price to pay. Stop being so gullible. Okay, DJI, let's talk about that. Finding a job that doesn't treat you like a slave and pays above 15 bucks an hour is rare. Now, I don't want to spend a hell of a lot. I've already talked a lot. Where does it stop? Let me ask you this. If right now Sleepy Joe said everybody's going to get minimum wage 50 bucks an hour, would that be enough? Well, why don't we stop? Let's not stop at 50. Let's say 100 bucks an hour. I'm all for it. Everybody, you guys flipping burgers out there, pumping fuel. Oh wait, nobody pumps fuel anymore. You working behind the counter at the fast stop. 100 bucks an hour. Is that enough for you? No. Let's call it 200. Let's keep going up. Sky's the limit. What are you going to do? Think rationally now. When you go to the gas station, I'm just using this because I'm staring at it. You go to the gas station. Now you're making 100 bucks an hour. Man, you're living big, man. You got the long green, right? But now you go to the gas station and it's 50 bucks a gallon. Wait a minute. How did that happen? Because you want 100 bucks an hour. You think you're going to get 20-cent gallons of gas? It's all relative. All of this is relative. For every action, there is an opposite and equal reaction. This is basic stuff. You making 15 bucks an hour, that hamburger is going to be 10 bucks. And you go, well, I can't even afford a hamburger. But you're making 15 bucks an hour. Well, I want 25. Well, that burger just went up to 20. Everything is relative. Stunada. It's Italian for stupid. Our government made people and they're going to make them lazier. They're not done. You got 3 more years of some serious poo-poo hitting the fan. You remember I said this, okay? Kathy, there's a shortage on chicken wings. No, say that isn't so. Say I love chicken wings. Did you see the price? Because Miss Marie loves chicken wings. Did you see the price of chicken wings? Oh my goodness, I could remember the day they throw out the chicken wings, and my father and I would use them to catch crabs at Sheepshead Bay in New York. That's right, they threw out the chicken wings because nobody wanted them. As soon as some entrepreneur said, wait a minute, I can get these chicken wings for free, throw some barbecue sauce on them, tell the Americans this is the best thing since sliced bread, and they turned it into that. There's chicken wing places all over. That's what happens when you create a need, the price is there. Chicken, $13, $14 for a thing of wings now. More expensive than chicken breast. Chicken breast, the white meat, the softest meat. The next under that would be the dark meat, the legs and the thighs, right? But no, the wings, which have zero meat. I mean, you have to eat 20, 30 of them to fill up, right? Are more expensive than the white breast. Hello? Hello? Are you paying attention? Hello? Holy mackerel. Several restaurants, this is Mary Max, Central Virginia, have decided to just close because they can't get enough being shut down. Yeah, I understand. They can't take it. At Forever Tia, hi, Charlie. Charlie, thank you. I'm sorry I've been so behind. T and Me TV, not working if you are able to, not retired, is considered, thank you, good word, Tommy, reprehensible by those of you who do that. Good word, thank you, reprehensible. Because you do realize this. Thank you, for Tommy, for that. By you not working and putting into the system, you don't get Social Security. You don't get any of the benefits. You don't get any write-offs. You see how you screwed yourself? Bend over, drop them, and take it. Because you're not going to get Social Security. Every time you get money and you don't put it into Social Security, I don't want to hear it when I see you at 65. Not that I'll be around, but I don't want to hear it. Maybe I will be. Just to see how stupid you guys are. Not you guys, but you know what I mean. I'm talking to that few select people. How you didn't put into the Social Security, so you're not entitled to it. You don't get that other free check. Let me tell you something. You're not going to get any more money after this. This stupid thing is going to be over shortly. You're not going to have any benefits. You're not going to have anything. You're going to be an indigent. Is that what you want to be known as, indigent? Holy mackerel. That's got to be the lowest thing. I mean, I understand there are people that are in there and because of a sickness, mental illness, or whatever, and I feel sorry, and I am sorry. But when you go to it willingly, knowingly that you're totally capable of working and you don't work, that's reprehensible. Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate that. This is Sherry Ballington. Hello, Sherry. Thank you for joining us. My husband drives an 18-wheeler, and they're always begging for drivers, truck drivers, on the backbone of society. And I know, functioning normal. And you can't even find good truckers anymore. You know, the days of honor, the days of doing the right thing for the right reason, all gone because of the wacko left. They're the ones that think they're entitled. And I'm including all the groups of people that think they're entitled. Nobody is entitled to anything. The only thing you're entitled to is a burial. If you can't afford it, they throw you in a box or they throw you in the crematory. That's it. The only other thing is your death and taxes. Those are the things you're entitled to. Get over yourself. You're not that important. You do realize that. I mean, has somebody told you that lately? You know what I'm talking about. You're not important. I don't care how pretty your hair is. I don't care how beautifully shaved you are, what the case is. You are insignificant in the scheme of the world. You're a speck of dust. You mean nothing. In 100 years, no one will ever call your name or remember you. You are just another human being on this orb. And either you get along with people or you don't get along with people. You do the right thing or you don't do the right thing. But in the end, you're the one that's got to deal with that. You're the one that's got to answer for that. You're the one that when you shut your eyes, say, did I do all the right things or was I an a-hole? Most of you you're going to go to off the mortal coil, people going, man, he was a deadbeat. Man, what a loser. And that's your legacy. Not the car. That's your legacy. Sorry. Oh, goodness. Let you put your phone number on. I don't put my phone number on. TME, you always give us. It's just common sense, Tommy. Changing the names, as you suggested. has really. I'm glad any way I can help. I mean, I saw it. I clearly saw it. You know, because there's so many people, adventures, everybody's adventures, adventures, and after a while it becomes just another adventure. And I said something different, and it just shot out in front of my eyes. T and Me TV. It rhymes, it rolls off the tongue, and it's catchy. Now watch everybody. Everybody's adventures are going to change to this TV. I'll come up with something else. Murray's TV, Bob and Bud's TV. You know, you see it, right? You heard it here. You heard it here. There's the finger. There, you heard it here. Everyone's going to start turning to, you know, you know what I mean. You're welcome. I'm glad I could help you. Alyssa Gooden. I hope I got that right. Where in Pigeon Forge? Where is Pigeon Forge or where in Pigeon Forge? I'm right in the center. I'm right. Basically, I'm at the main intersection of 321 and Parkway, the main, the main drag. Because it's the only place I get Wi-Fi. I can't believe with all this money that's pumped into this place. You think they'd invest in a good Wi-Fi? Larry Harvey, we like more every time we watch. Thank you. Yeah, I speak the truth. Listen to me today, hear me tomorrow. I do it so if I can wake one of you up, and I don't mean the woke. You know what? The woke need to go back to sleep because all they're doing is screwing things up with their warped ideas. Yeah, I can't wait for this Green New Deal thing to come through. Oh, yeah. Take all the gasoline, all the fossil fuel vehicles off the road and give everybody an electric car. There's a smart thing to do. Like I said, I want to see you tow that travel trailer. I want to see you tow that travel trailer with your electric car. I want to see you tow your boat with an electric car. Yeah, that's bright. Way to go, Cupcake. Sure, they got a lot of torque. Sure, they can go and go up hills. Slow. They're not going to go fast. I don't mean the ones with the gas. No. I'm talking just full electric. Remember they tried this back in what, 1909, 1910? With the Bradley and stuff, an electric car could outdo anything. I mean, it was great. It had 6 volts. I think it was 6 volt batteries. And you couldn't hold that thing back. I mean, it was like a horse, but it could only go 23 miles an hour and even had charging stations back then. Could you imagine that? I mean, this has all been done. This has been rehashed history. But people don't look at history because they're too busy looking at YouTube. They're looking at me. You're looking at me and you're not looking at the history. Patricia Bailey. In hard times, people look for easy solutions. Yeah, nobody wants to take the rough road. They want the fully paved road with everything, all the amenities. They want a McDonald's on every corner, a Walmart on every corner, and Starbucks. God forbid you drive more than a mile and you don't have enough to refill your $10 cup of coffee. Yeah, there's an idiot. I'm telling you. The line out that place and I look and I go, I tilt my head and I go, you're all idiots. For a cup of coffee, you're spending $10? What's the matter with your brain? No wonder why you need $15 an hour. You're spending 10 of it on a cup of coffee. There's an idiot. I can go right across the street, right there at my friendly fast stop, and I can get pecan coffee. Pecan coffee tastes great. Tastes great. For $1.79 for a Giganto Thunder mug full of that thing. $1.79. I can go for the 89-cent one. Refills are only $1. Oh, God. Sherry. You must be Gatlinburg chili cook-off. If I can, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing a chili cook-off. How do you deal with masked Nazis? I had a run-in with a lady. It said no mask, and I politely replied, "Oh, why did that disappear? No underwear. Oh my goodness. Who is that, Sherry? It's a good snappy comeback. I never had a problem with a masked Nazi. And how would I deal with that? My mind says one thing. My mind says grab them by the throat and stuff their mask down it. And then the other side of me says don't pay attention to them because they're masked Nazis. You turn and walk away from them because they want you to engage. That's why they do what they do. They want you to engage with them so they could be louder than you. Notice the lefties are always the loudest. Empty tankers make the loudest noise. And that's what the left is. It's just a lot of empty tankers. There's no, and they've got arguing down to a science and an art. You know, they've been doing it for so long that they've got, I can be louder than you, stupider than you, but louder than you, and make no sense, but I'll draw more attention to me, and usually the lemmings follow. Oh, yes, yes, you're wonderful. There should be little plastic mask Nazis on everybody's dashboard. Just don't pay attention to them. Nothing irritates a person more than when you don't engage with them. You become the winner. If you engage with them, they win. Even if you agree to disagree, they still look like the winner and they feel empowered. Walk away from somebody when they want to argue with you and watch their heads just explode. If your mask works, why do you need mine? Look, the masks don't work. If you paid attention to the science lately, they said really that the virus is 100 times smaller than the best mask filtration. It doesn't filter it out. It's all BS. This whole thing was BS. People were going to get it, whoever was going to get it. Granted, you may have, with a little bit of preparation, prevented some of it, but for the most part, it's in the air. It's what you breathe. Either you're healthy or you're not healthy. Granted, people died, but so did they in 1911, and it goes on and on and on for all these outbreaks. It's nature's way of weeding out the dead wood. That's what it is. It's just nature doing what nature does. Nature is a serial killer. Haven't you figured that out? Nature is a serial killer. But like all serial killers, they want to get caught. They want to be recognized. So what did they do? They leave little breadcrumbs behind. Little breadcrumbs for you to find, because actually the virus itself, being as big and bad as it was, is its chink in the armor. It can be controlled by doing normal things. Washing your hands, washing your face. Remember when they said wash your hands, and I brought this up, a year and a half ago? Why aren't they telling you to wash your face? This is where the virus goes in, right? There and there, right? The holes in your nose and in your mouth. Why are they not saying wash your hands and your face? Because they didn't really care. They go, put a mask on, put a mask on. That was about control. So remember, as long as you know that nature is a serial killer, it's going to do what it does. But it always reveals itself for what it is. It's a virus. And granted, it probably was engineered and by the Chinese. Could be. I don't know. Sure does look that way. But we should not give into that stuff. We just move forward. You just keep moving forward. You've got to. They want us hiding in the house, in the basement, under the bed. They didn't want you out on the streets doing anything because they had an election to win. So they got you scared, got you running, got your mind off the ball, got your mind off of what was really important, made you scared because you were more worried about getting toilet paper than you were getting somebody in office. Am I right? Am I right? They had you scrambling for a roll of Charmin and not scrambling to your polling booth. Hello? And you fell for it. My goodness, how many people I saw gathering toilet paper. I got, what do you got? You got a leaky butt? What? You eat too many burritos or something? What's the deal? Why do you need so much toilet paper? First stimulus, who is this? Patricia. First stimulus check came out. Nearby Walmart sold 800 adult bikes. People went to Walmart. Like it was Christmas. I know, I saw it. I think I briefly mentioned. Miss Marie gets all bent out of shape when I do this. This is stuff I did in radio. I saw how many people going in there yo-yoing in and coming out with two TVs, two 65-inch TVs. Oh, we got to pay our rent and stuff. No, you don't. You're going to buy a TV. I know what you're going to do. You're going to buy Nikes. I know what you're going to do. You're going to get your hair did and everything. Come on, it's all BS. Don't listen to these people are lying. They weren't going to pay their rent. They're so busy getting thrown out of places, just go to the next place. It's a scam. The whole thing is a scam. 800 bikes in 1 week. Charlie, am I right not to get vaccinated? Yeah, that's right. That's right. You don't, that whole thing, that's got me wondering why they're doing that. And the more I think about it, let's go to Conspiracy City 101. If they can get you to mandatorily, I think that's a word, or I just coined it. I could have just coined this. Take a shot, a vaccine. It'll be easier for you to take the number. Now, I'm just doing conspiracy here. I'm not telling you how I feel, but it just makes sense to me. That if they can get you to, yes, sir, no, sir, I'll take the shot, sir. Well, while you're in line, Mary and Jim, step over here and we're going to do this too. We're going to make you, watch. We're going to make your banking easier. Never again will you have to, I don't have it handy, never again will you have to wonder, where is my debit card? Where is my credit card? Because it's all right here. Listen to me today, hear me tomorrow. Right? They're gearing you up. How do you feel about that? People think I'm crazy. I'm talking to myself. Oh, God. Steve says, apparently we don't teach the kids business. No, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. 101, 101. Basics, Steve. Basic economics, basic history. Just the bare basics. Most kids, I don't know the percentage, and I'm not going to pretend to know the percentage, but there's a lot of them that graduate high school can't even read. Couldn't even read a full sentence or a paragraph if you asked them to. And that I blame on the teachers, because the teachers are in cahoots with the rest of the lefts, because all they want is their money, their time off, and they're not teaching the kids. Now, granted, the kids are really hard to teach now. That goes back to the family unit, that the families are not doing their part to discipline their children, to pay attention to the teacher, that when the teachers are teaching, you're supposed to be learning. You're not supposed to be tugging on Betty's pigtails or whatever. The whole societal thing is circling the drain. I guess it's supposed to. I remember those days, Patricia. $2.10. I remember $1.50 an hour. DJI says, I can't agree with you. It does feel like slave labor. Every generation says that, Nathan. I'm not making enough. I'm not making enough. How you get out of that is you work your ass off and you make something of yourself. Because no matter what you tell me, a cashier is only going to make what a cashier is going to make. A burger flipper is only going to make what a burger flipper is going to make. A stock boy is only going to make what a stock boy is going to make. A stock boy doesn't make what an attorney makes. If they did, that would be called socialism. Bingo, winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's what they're trying to do. Don't you understand that socialism equals out the masses? So a doctor and a lawyer make what a checkout boy make. How many doctors? I mean, come on, use your head. Gee whiz. How many guys or girls are going to go to school for 8-10 years to do doctoring or lawyering and then get paid $1 an hour because they do it because they have a calling? Come on, wake your ass up. That's not how it works. You want to make something yourself, you get off your ass and you go find a way to make more money. There's plenty of opportunities out there. I'm an example. I didn't come from a rich family. I didn't have a silver spoon. I had a plastic spoon in my mouth and one broken over my head every day. But I realized if I was going to do anything, that I had to do it. I had to make my own breaks. I had to make my good luck. Good luck is not in a, I don't have one here, but sometimes I do. Good luck is not a lottery ticket. That is self imposed idiot tax. Okay? A lotto ticket is self imposed idiot tax. The odds of you winning are slim to none, but still you dream and dream and dream. Why not dream of you being successful? And why not dream of you getting off your ass and making yourself successful? I was told all my young adult life, you'll never be able to do that. And as a challenge, I proved them all wrong. And I've told you these stories. My God, I've been talking for so long. You either make or break your own destiny. I don't want to hear, oh, I've had a terrible life. I don't want to hear it. You want to know something? That was then, this is now. That was then, this is now. What happened to you then has nothing to do with what's going to happen to you now. Because with that mindset that you've wired yourself as, that, oh my this, my mommy didn't breastfeed me or whatever it is, and oh, I can't be anything because my father said I can't be anything. Well, then guess what? Your fight is over. You're already lost. You've been defeated by yourself. You defeated you. So start waking up. Start realizing that you are your future. Not the lotto ticket, not the free check that comes. That's all smoke and mirrors. Just smoke and mirrors. And when it goes away, you're going to be standing there with your thumb up, you know what, and you're going to go, what happened? Well, you were stupid enough to fall for it. Now you're going to pay the price. Can't find any work. The stores have all closed, the ones at least that you're going to work for. And what will happen is a lot of people will become blackballed. I already see this happening. Employers are going, I hired you once already. You walked out the door and abandoned me. I don't think there's any place for you to work here. All the BS in the world isn't going to get you through the door because you hurt them. You hurt them financially, and you hurt them spiritually because they believed in you, that you'd show up for work, and that you didn't show up because there was Twinkies and a joint waiting. And you can't do that. That's not being a good human, a good person. Really isn't. Really isn't. Oh, man. I'm sorry I didn't get to all. I go off on my rants. Amen, Chapman. I thought about being a preacher once. I really did. I'm just cruising through to see if I'm sorry. I mean, I've been on for so long. I really just stopped to tell you about gas. I really did stop just to tell you there's gas. And the questions started coming. You know what I'm saying? The questions started coming. Oh, my goodness. I'm just looking. All about the Smokies. Bob, how are you? I enjoyed your tour the other day at the Abbey. Right? Was it the Abbey? I think it sounded like that. Next to Crockett's. Batteries are full. Yeah, batteries are definitely full of acid. Yeah, gas. Bob, your gas station coffee is good. I got pecan right here. It's delicious, and it's beans. I see the bags. It's beans. It's ground up, and they pour it in. The hot water goes over. I mean, this is pretty basic. Coffee beans, hot water, coffee. Oh, that'll be $10, Muffy. Yes, we're spending the inheritance for a thing of Starbucks. What stupid people buy Starbucks? I see it all the time. I see it, and they walk proudly with their cup as if it's a trophy, if it's a badge of honor. Yes, I have Starbucks. I guess they're never going to be a sponsor, huh? I guess not. I wouldn't take them anyway. If they offered me a sponsorship, no way. No way would I buy into that swill. And you do know that they spray that stuff. Just check it out. It's all artificial flavoring. You're spending money for that. Mountain Girl. Yeah, it's good to see me live too sometime. I do it. I do it. Disaster, you knew. Disaster Piece, 5150. Hello. Yeah, I'm glad Dollywood did that too. I'm glad they decided to take the mask off. It's really stupid. Hi, Barry. I always, by the way, while this thing start, I'm not a chronic washer like a crazy, but I wash my hands often and I wash my face at the same time. Always, always, always have. It wasn't from this pandemic thing. It just I was taught by my parents. You wash your face and your hands. This way, the germs are not there. Because look, this is number one. You get it on your hands, but if you start to do this, scratch your eye or pick your nose or whatever it is, oh no, you got it, right? Or if you still wash your hands and you don't have your face covered or you're walking into an area that's infected, it doesn't matter if your hands are clean, it's going into your nose. So wash your hands and face. And it's good to wash your hands and face anyway. It's good, healthy for the skin. It really is. And this is who? Sherry. We all got COVID here last year. Sorry to hear that. My dad has COPD and heart disease. I got the second of the one. He pulled through. My daughter has COVID, pneumonia, and pulled through. See? Nature is a serial killer. And it'll take what it wants because that's what nature does. It isn't right. It isn't fair. It is just essential nature. All this stupid stuff that we did, I don't think really would have mattered much. It sweeps through and does what it does, leaves alone the people who it can affect and attacks the people that it can. You know, only the strong survive. Sorry to hear that, and it's just the truth. I'm not being hurtful or painful or disrespectful, but nature weeds out animals, it weeds out vegetation, and we are part of nature. I know you like to take a transcendent position and thinking that you are better than nature and better than everything else that's breathing on this planet, but you're not. You're part of this world, part of this nature. You are born of this world, and you will be judged by it accordingly. You follow? It makes sense what I'm saying. Oh, my goodness gracious. Fordman, Kenneth, I haven't talked to you in so long. Hi. If you ever get a chance, check out Fordman, a.k.a. Kenneth Oaks. He's a neat guy. I like him. We should show up more on our channel. You're a really good guy. All right, you are working, I'm assuming, because you graduated, if I'm not mistaken, and you're doing cars? That's what he was going for. I hope you do. I had great hopes for you. I did. Nigo said our stimulus checks took us to Pigeon Forge Rod Run. How many people told me that? See, it wasn't used like the media they were lying to you saying, oh, there's people being thrown out of their houses. They can't pay for food and the electric and stuff. You throw a pile of money at the average everyday Joe, and they're going to go out and party. Why? Because they're tired of being cooped up. They're tired of not eating. They're tired of not having clothes. So do you blame them? No, I don't blame them. No. But I do blame you for the second round, third round, because now you got greedy. The first time was like a gift from God. Here you go. Here's a check. Here's some money. Do what you want. Have fun. Pay your bills, whatever you got to do. But now second and third, you're becoming wanting. You're becoming more needy. That's where the danger comes in, because as the checks disappear, the government's going to come out with all these other programs going, you know, if you just sign up here, sign over your house, sign over this, sign over that, we'll keep you busy. But you're going to make $3 an hour. But that's the best we can do. It's starve to death or $3 an hour. I mean, if you listen to Kudlow and stuff, the economy is teetering. It's on a precipice of real damage where all of this can disappear, my friends. All of this can disappear. There'll be no traffic here. There won't be car shows. There won't be anything. All these places will close up, and then we go, what happened? Oh, what happened? Well, because you're all sat home, ate ding dongs, and smoked dope all day. Now everybody's sitting at home, but you don't even have any money for your dope or for your ding dongs or for your alcohol or whatever it is that you're doing while you're sitting on your asses. What a waste of life. History repeating itself. Exactly. Thank you for that. Oh, God, I really got to get off here. But if there is no history, Tia, then there's nothing to repeat. Is that right? So if the wacko left gets their way and destroys history like they're doing now, they're taking books out of our schools, they don't teach history, then there is nothing to repeat. What happens is it becomes current because then nobody can say, oh, it's repeating history. People go, what history? Oh, didn't you read your history books? What history books? We got Dr. Doolittle. Oh, no, wait, they took that out. Can't have Dr. Doolittle anymore. Can't have anything because it's all offensive. It's all racist. And I'm surprised they don't, I'm surprised they don't take paint, like black paint, call it something else now, or brown paint, call it something else because it's offending me. It's offended me. I'm part brown, right? I'm Italian. I'm offended that there's brown paint or a brown crayon. Oh, I want every brown crayon taken out of the schools now because I feel offended and you're a racist. You see how it works? It can work with anybody. Chinese, right? Yellow. Oh, I want the color yellow taken out because it's offensive. It hurts my feelings. It offended me. I don't want yellow. All right, pretty soon everything is gray. Now we're all mongrels. That's what they're creating is a mongrel society of no color. No color. Everything is in black and white, which I happen to like taking pictures in black and white because everything could, kind of look like that. See? That's what the world should look like in the wackos' minds. That's what it should look like, right? I don't see any color. I don't see you. You don't see me. Pretty scary, isn't it? Yeah. All right, I'm getting off here. I really got things to do. I just stopped to tell you there was gas. Is there gas? Yeah. I'm almost out. I was supposed to fill up. I'm almost out of gas. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm sorry if I took up your day. I'm on fire today. This is how I am every day. Just Miss Marie is always pinching me or poking me. She thinks, and God bless her, because I love her very much, and she's not used to somebody like me who speaks their mind. And I've always been this way in school, asked a lot of questions, and gotten a lot of trouble for asking questions, but it never curtailed my thirst for knowledge on knowing things. I just want to know, but I want to know the truth. I want to know your lies. I don't want to know their lies. I want the truth. And truth is a narrow path at best. Any other way, any other words would not be the truth. Truth is what reality says it is. And with that, I'm going to leave you. All right. No, I'm not leave you like, oh, don't leave me. I'm just going to leave you. Oh, don't leave me. No, I'm okay. And you're okay. I will be back. I will be back. Sooner or later. I don't know. Thank you for joining me. Goodness. I don't need to do a video today. I just did one. Oh, God. Check out. I do. Oh, God. I do have something scary to share with you. I'm going to finish shooting the video when I get home. Something scary and unusual and mystifying. And it's real. Okay? So keep tuned to Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. And I will see you probably sooner than you think. All right? Thanks for joining me today. And I had a good time with you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.